Data is the new gold, and most of us hand it over for free. The moment you paste a prompt or upload a file, it's no longer your property. Companies will store it and usually use it to train other large language models. So, we built Fegis. Think of it as Grammarly for privacy. We built an algorithm to detect sensitive information before you ever click send. It automatically detects 10 different types of data, from names and phone numbers to API keys and financial records. It allows you to redact sensitive information in one click, either to placeholders or random similar text. To demonstrate this, I have a quick snippet of information that contains a lot of private information. Now, inputting this into the website, if I paste it here, you can see a quick demonstration that highlights the different names, emails, addresses that are all considered private information. Now you can see you can either replace this or you can have it redacted. The replace information will use very generic addresses to replace this. Now in practice, when you're using the browser extension, if you're using a LLM such as ChatGPT, you can always paste this in here. And if you use the auto replace feature, you can also see that it will redact the information. So if I reload, and I submit this, it will send the chat, and you can see all of the data has been automatically redacted. However, what's being rendered on the screen is actually the original information. So you can see here, this is all original information. Now, if I ask, who is the recipient of this email? You can see it's not able to understand who the real recipient is. It's only able to grab from the redacted information and the redacted samples. Now, I'm also going to show you how we're able to detect files. So another part of Fegis is, for example, if you're uploading a file and you accidentally upload a tax document, the moment that it's cached into ChatGPT and it's attached to your prompt, it will already be stored on the OpenAI servers. Now, this is a huge privacy concern, since you can never delete that. So, Fegis will prevent that by blocking you from uploading documents that it sees contain private information. Since everything is done locally, nothing is being sent to any cloud servers. Now, I have a file here called test that contains a lot of sensitive information, including API keys, SSN, credit card numbers. Now demonstrating how Fegis blocks file uploads on a site like Perplexity, if I upload the test.pdf file, you can see that Fegis will automatically detect that there is private and sensitive information. It will notify you what exactly is the private information, and you can click Allow and Re-upload or Block. By clicking Allow, the next time you upload that specific file, it will properly attach it. The technology behind Fegis is twofold. First, there's a pattern recognition algorithm that will detect different patterns associated with finding names, emails, credit card numbers, social security numbers, etc. The second step is using a custom model trained in TensorFlow, which is trained to find sensitive data and classify it, such that our front end is able to then replace that information with non-sensitive data. The way that happens is everything runs locally through the extension. We use TensorFlow.js to ensure that the TensorFlow model is packaged with the extension and no fetch requests are being made. In a world where every website is trying to get your data as soon as you navigate to it, Fegis is an important tool to help you make sure that the data that you actually are providing is what you meant to provide. Thank you for taking the time to watch our presentation.